Hi guys, earlier on Explanator, we have studied the working of Class C thyristor commutation circuit. If you missed out on it, link is posted in the description. In this video, we are going to plot the related waveforms of Class C thyristor commutation circuit. We will be plotting 8 waveforms in this circuit. All will be on the time axis t. The first two are to indicate when the two thyristors are going to be fired. The next two are for voltage and current of T1. After that is voltage and current of T2. And the last two are for voltage and current of capacitor. The magnitudes of the parameters involved have to be calculated using circuit equations, which will be dealt in the coming videos. Starting with the circuit analysis. Step 1. T1 is fired. Current flows in the first loop as well as second loop. Capacitor starts charging via R2. Once it charges to battery voltage, current in the second loop stops flowing. Let's plot this sequence. The thyristor T1 is switched on. Mark the same on the axis Ig1. As it is conducting, it is a closed switch. So voltage across it will be 0 and VT1 will be 0. Come to IT1, current flows in two loops, and when capacitor is completely charged, current from the second loop cuts out. So the current graph starts with a slightly higher magnitude and later settles to a lower magnitude. As T2 is switched off, it is in parallel across the capacitor while T1 is working. So VT2 will have same characteristics as the capacitor voltage. That is, it charges non-linearly till Vs, and when that value is attained, it will settle onto it. Due to no current flowing through thyristor T2, IT2 equals 0. The voltage across the capacitor is going to be the same as VT2 since both of them are in parallel. The current through the capacitor is going to be high initially as it is uncharged. When it is charged completely, the current reduces to 0. The dotted line shows the time when capacitor has charged to its capacity. The magnitudes shown are obtained from equations for a series RC network. When T2 is turned on to turn off T1, current flows through T2 and creates a short circuit across T1. The capacitor voltage appears across T1, reverse biases it and turns T1 off. The capacitor is discharged. The current has a path to travel via the capacitor now. Due to different direction of current flowing in the circuit, the capacitor charges with opposite polarity. And when battery voltage equals capacitor voltage, current stops flowing through the capacitor network. To plot this sequence, draw a dotted line T1 and T2 on the time axis. It is the instant when T2 is fired, so mark it on the corresponding Ig2 axis. T1 is reverse biased, hence voltage across it falls to minus Vs. After it switches off, it is in parallel across the capacitor. So it follows the same charging pattern as that of a capacitor. Once completely charged, it holds on to the value of Vs. When reverse biased, T1 stops conducting, so current also falls to 0. T2 is conducting, so there is no voltage drop across it, hence VT2 equals 0. Current in T2 is flowing from two circuits, so the magnitude is high initially, and once capacitor has charged, magnitude of the current will reduce. The capacitor discharges to 0 and recharges towards voltage with a different polarity. Coming to the current through the capacitor, there is an inrush of current through it as it is initially uncharged and it does not provide any barrier, but in a different direction. So the current has a high initial magnitude but in the negative direction. When completely charged, the current through the capacitor will reduce to 0. So at the end of time t1, thyristor T1 is off and thyristor T2 is on. Moving on with the circuit, T2 will be commutated by turning on T1. T2 will get reverse biased and switch off. The capacitor will charge towards voltage Vs like in step 1, and when completely charged, current through the loop reduces to 0. For drawing these plots, mark timeline T3. Ig1 is triggered at T3. The plots will be similar to those in step 1. That is, T1 is on, so VT1 line falls to 0. Current will have a high magnitude initially and later it will settle onto a slightly lesser magnitude. As T2 is commutated, reverse voltage Vs will appear across it, after which it will have a waveform similar to that of the capacitor charging. Current flowing through T2 will drop to 0 and remain 0 till T2 is switched on. It is understood from the voltage graph of the capacitor that it discharges to 0 and recharges with a different polarity. Current flowing through the capacitor before it is charged to the supply voltage is high, and later it falls to 0 once capacitor is fully charged. The purple shaded areas are the circuit turn-off times for thyristors T1 and T2. At the end of T3, T2 is off and thyristor T1 is on. And that is how you plot waveforms for Class C commutation circuit. If you found this explanation helpful, then do hit the like button, share it and subscribe to Explanator, cause every solution has a simple explanation.